When it comes to high fantasy and adventure series, we know Netflix always remains at the top. That's happened with the release of Shadow and Bone. In the first season, we saw some great visual effects, the best storytelling, and the great action sequence. These elements made the first season worth watching. Now, after seeing a warm reaction from its viewers, Netflix just announced the arrival of Bone and Shadow Season 2.
So, are you ready for the news?
Shadow and Bone is officially returning for its second season.
Cannot wait to get back together and bring Season 2 to life.
And we cannot wait to see you in the Grishaverse.
For Season 1, and now Season 2.
If you are an avid fan of this show, then be sure to stay tuned till the end of this video, because Cine Wizard is going to tell you everything about it. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we move to the second season of Shadow and Bone, let's recall what has happened in the first season. Set in the fictional country Ravka, the first season is about a main protagonist, Alina Starkov. She's an orphan girl who discovers that she is not a normal girl but a Grisha. In this epic fantasy kingdom, Grisha is a word referring to those people who can use magic. And Alina Starkov is not only a Grisha, but the most powerful of all times. She is in fact a sun summoner who can use and manipulate light to her will.
Tell me what happened in the fold.
Can you summon light?
This ability of Alina made her famous in the entire country. Recruited by General Kerrigan, she becomes the only hope to destroy the Shadow Fold, which is a region of permanent darkness where man-eating monsters are lurking. These monsters, which are also known as Volcra, are the biggest threat to humanity, and only Alina has the ability to destroy them by using her power. But with this immense power, she becomes the target of various enemies who want to kidnap her.
The only thing more powerful than you or me, the two of us together.
Good girl. Now the work begins.
Then there are Crows, the group of 3 criminals who are tasked to kidnap Alina. In the last episode of Season 1, a plot twist came when Alina and her friends came to know about the identity and intentions of General Kerrigan. He is also a Grisha, a shadow summoner, who expands the fold to suppress a rebellion. Alina fought with him and presumably defeat him when Kerrigan is snatched by Volcra. But the season ends with a cliffhanger. The viewers are left without a clue about Kerrigan's fate.
You have no idea how much larger a role you have to play.
Now let's answer the question, what is gonna happen in Season 2? After the ending of Season 1, we know many questions are left which need to be answered. This show, Shadow and Bone, is based on books written by Leigh Bardugo. The first season is just the start of this mythical universe. In the last episode, Kerrigan is defeated by Alina and her friend Mal. Kerrigan is definitely going to return in the second season of Shadow and Bone. He will return more powerful and ruthless than before, because he still needs Alina and her powers to take Ravkan's throne. On the other hand, Alina is going to train harder to control her powers so that she can destroy the fold. If we look into the books, it is evident that Kerrigan and Alina will face each other in a duel, and she may get caught by him. It is fact that they both are enemies of each other. But don't forget that Kerrigan still needs her, because he needs a second amplifier to gain more power in order to control Volcra. So whatever the possible scenario of the second season may be, but one thing is sure, that we are going to see so much action and adventure. After after the announcement of the second season, now we have some names which are going to be cast. Jessie May Lee is going to reprise her role as the main protagonist, Alina Starkov. Her rival and enemy, General Kerrigan's character, will be portrayed by Ben Barnes, who played the same role in the first season. Apart from these two leading characters, Archie Rennox, along with other supporting characters, are going to reprise their roles. But all cast is not the same, and there will be new faces in the upcoming season. But who they are? It is hard to determine yet. On June 7, 2021, Eric Heisler, the developer of this series, confirmed that the second season of Shadow and Bone is in development. Unfortunately, the release date is not confirmed by Netflix or any other resources. In our guess, the second season might come at the end of 2022 or the start of 2023. But these dates are just an educated guess after watching release dates of other Netflix fantasy projects like The Witch Hunter and Umbrella Academy. We have told you every major thing about Shadow and Bone Season 2. If you are a fan of this series, then tell us about your favorite character in this show. If you like this video, then don't go without subscribing Cine Wizard, and surely hit bell icon so you will be notified with the new arrivals.